can I help you?
Journey home? Oh, this pendant would look lovely on my sister.
Always say the same thing.
You're inside the
People
city.
complain about
the
me.
Forsworn are here in the city.
Everyone stay back. The Markarth City Guard have this all under control. There are no Forsworn here.
By the gods, that man nearly killed me. You saved my life.
To fill your belly, perhaps?
Thank you. Here. I was gonna bring this to my sister, but I think you should have it. No. I don't have any idea. I was just shopping for a pendant for my sister back in the Imperial City. I've heard of them. Something about the men who live in the hills and attack caravans. I'm sorry. I don't know anymore. I'm just visiting here from Cyrodiil. No. I don't have any idea. I was just shopping for a pendant for my sister back in the Imperial City. I should never have come to Markarth.
What can I do for you, friend?
Huh?
We'll handle things from here. Move along. I said move along. The Forsworn are just a bunch of madmen. We have everything under control. Stay out of it. That's right. It isn't.
How do you feel? I think you might be sick.
He tried to kill Margaret, right in front of me. No. She's such a nice woman. Comes by every day looking for jewelry for her family in Cyrodiil. Is it because she's a noble? Why would anyone want to kill her? It doesn't make any sense. I'm sorry. I don't think I can bear to sell anything right now. What's happening to this city?
Did you see that madman? A Forsworn agent, here in the city. Think he worked down at the smelter. A lot of laborers there are sympathetic to the Forsworn. They promise people they'll kill off all the Nords that rule over the Reach. Nothing but murderers and saboteurs. Did you just see that woman getting attacked in front of us? We're closed. This has ruined my entire day.
Come on in. The Silverblood Inn has plenty of strong drink and clean rooms.
Unlike my husband Klepper, I watch after our guests.
What was that you said, venomous wife of mine?
Nothing, you pig-headed oaf. Don't mind the yelling. My parents are always going at each other.
Now you just tell me if you need something. You come right to me if you find an unwashed floor or a lumpy bed. Magic? Got no good use for that here. Mages keep to their college in Winterhold. Go bother them. Wish the Jarl's wizard would up and leave with you.
A Forsworn agent running loose in the city?
I should remind Klepper to clean this place up.
The Jarl has things under control. Don't you worry.
This was their city once. They won't stop until we're all dead.
Now you're being ridiculous. This is our city, not theirs.
How did you manage to cripple yourself to gain? Mining accident, back when I was in prison for being a pickpocket. You're lying. You're not quick enough to be a pickpocket. What's the real reason? Fell off the top of the cliff after a drunken party with the priestesses of Dibella. I don't buy that story either. Too bad. That one's my favorite.
This is the Silverblood Inn. I'll let you figure out who owns it by yourself.
To the knee.
Here, take a look at this. Some of the Jarl's men came by and left this bounty letter. Remember, I think it was Margaret. Poor woman. She was just visiting the city from Cyrodiil.
Yeah, but she was a Nord. And the noble. Perfect forsworn target.
You're being paranoid. We're in control of Markarth, not the Forsworn. If I can't get you something, I'm sure my wife will bellow at me until I can. Ah, yes. Here, take a look at this. Did you hear? The Hall of the Dead is closed. Brother Veralis isn't the most popular man in town right now. Degane the Beggar got himself kicked out of the Temple of Dibella. Caused quite the ruckus. Any aspiring mage would do well to look for the college in Winterhold. Head there, and you'll get what you're after. Although our Jarl's humble wizard might be willing to help you too. Guards are free to search your room. Just keep that in mind.
Pardon me, stranger. Will you help me raise a flagon for my dear departed brother? May he find peace in Sovngarde.
Thousands of the old ballads. If I played all of them, everyone in this inn would be as grey as I am before I finished.
No need to be sorry, lad. These are happy times. And he's in a better place. Drinking far better mead than we could ever imagine.
Let me drink.
Bravely, as only he could, a group of forsworn stragglers, covered by darkness, made a daring attack at the front gate. My brother caught sight of them immediately, and ran up the steps to fire the mechanical bow. Only, some foolish sod must have forgot to grease it or something, because the lever was jammed. Worse yet, the guard manning the tower was fast asleep, and didn't sound the horn. My brother would have to defend the city gates by himself. He may have died, but I'm proud to say he took 3 of those savages and a Briarheart with him. He put the fear of Talos in the rest of those stragglers. Let them know that every Reachman was worth a dozen of those forsworn bastards. The rest of the wild folk fled into the night. Who knows what would have happened had they breached the gate? Aye, it was a bit peculiar given how sneaky they usually are. But Uthmer assured me it all happened as they said. He was on duty that night as well. Ungver told him to run into the city and wake the guards when a horn didn't sound. By the time he returned, the forsworn raiders had left, and my brother had fallen. The guard manning the tower? Arrow to the throat. Who knows how many more would have died that day if Ungver wasn't there to save them? My brother died a hero, a savior of the Reach. Anyone who says otherwise, feel free to raise your hand and punch yourself in the face. I trust him with my life, and vouch for his words with my own. Uthmar was more than a watch brother to me and Ungver. He was our best friend. We even made him an honorary member of the family. Thick as thieves, the 3 of us, ever since childhood. I'd sooner believe Tongvor craps silver before I'd believe Uthmar is a liar.
How are your chores coming, my son?
I wear it with pride, stranger, and I won't ever change my colors. I don't care who wins the war. I don't care if a damn Forsworn sits on the throne. This is the uniform my brother wore, and this is the uniform I'll wear when I meet him in Sovngarde. He was a member of the city guard here in Markarth. Worked the night watch out by the entrance.
Because they think I'm a little odd.
Wasn't like them lazy gargoyles who just sleep through their shift and hope that Madanak isn't cooking them breakfast in the morning. No. He stood at his post every night like a bloody draugr, and only when the sun finally crawled over the mountains would he sheathe his sword. Best damn soldier in the Reach. Best man in all of Skyrim. Aye. Most of us, we work all day. But half the time we aren't actually working. A rest here, a break there, but not ungver. I kept telling him, stop making us look bad. But he only kept at it. He pushed me to do the same. Pretty soon, we were both making everyone look like lazy sods. Ah, perhaps you've heard stories then of how silver blood money has tainted our ranks since the day this dwarven city was settled. That's a lie. We Nords are a proud race, and no amount of coin is worth staining our honor. A Nord would sooner give up his own thumbs than use them to pocket a piece of tainted gold. If my brother were here, he'd vomit at the very notion of a Nord taking a bribe. No, there was never any corruption in this city, and there never will be, no matter who sits on the throne, so long as Nords man the towers. It shocks me to see a fellow Nord say such blasphemy. It's not naive to hold your people to a different standard, and not arrogant when your people achieve it. I'm a bit embarrassed to say it, but it was a mud crab. Thing jumped out of nowhere and tried to snatch it, like a thief swiping a pearl. Bless my brother's heart. When he found out, he almost ripped out his own eye, just so we'd match. Of course, he wouldn't have had to, if I hadn't taken pity on that crazy chef and his worthless potions. I drank 4 or 5 of them, and nary felt a thing. When my eye kept bleeding, I set to oblivion with it, and poured it over my eye. Might have made it worse. By Ysmir's beard, it felt like a bloody beehive was milling around in my eye, the way it stung, and smelled like honey. I've got to hand it to that chef, though. Here I was, about to lose my eye, and half of me was thinking about how I wanted another taste. I'd advise against it, traveler. He's a charlatan, a thief, and a damn good cook. What I mean is, you might get tricked by the taste. He might do a demonstration too, show you how it works. But it only heals minor scratches. Farewell.
Let's get
Are you
going.
feeling sick? If you change your mind, seek me out here.
Unlike my husband Clapper, I watch after our guests.
What was that you said, venomous wife of mine?
Nothing.
Holmes. I said Holmes. You a fighting man? How about a little bet? I'm drunk, and it's been a while since I had a good fight. 100 septims says I can take you, barehanded. That's the spirit. Let's go.
12 septims on the big one.
My money's on the big
Here
one.
we go.
Drive that snow back to the ground. Come on!
Wait, I can still fight. No, I can't.
Drive that snow back to the ground. Come on! Who taught you to fight? Keep those hands up! Drive that snow back to the ground. Come on!
Fair fight. Here you are.
This is the Silver Blood Inn. I'll let you figure out who owns it by yourself.